Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions. Today we discuss a Rolex Certified Pre-Owned Oyster Perpetual Cosmograph Daytona reference 116500LN. This is the Daytona as was made from 2016 through the beginning of 2023. 40 millimeters in diameter and 904L steel. The watch is 12.2 millimeters thick. If we measure from lug to lug, just the case, 46.4 millimeters across. End length to end length, the total distance across the wrist is 50.5 millimeters with a 20 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. We're going to pop open the clasp, which has two locking factors. I'm going to remove my glove for a moment because you can never really tell where the watch is on my wrist when I have the glove there. We'll put it back on, Rolex, I promise you. That's how the watch looks on my wrist. It's an easy watch to wear. I've seen men wear this watch. I've seen women wear this watch. It does not wear like a 40 millimeter Sea Dweller, Sub, or Yachtmaster. It's a watch that is quite compact and easy to fit on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference, sometimes even 13 and a half if your wrist is flat across the top, and it will fit easily underneath a tight shirt sleeve or dress cuff. There's your over-the-top shot. Gloves back on. We're going to take a look at some of the hardware that keeps this watch affixed to your wrist. So, bracelet, oyster style, conforming end link, cleanly made it to the case, a little bit of taper down toward the clasp. We have polished centers, satin shoulders, polished outer faces, removable links on both sides of the clasp. You can see they are fixed in place by screws. We have a clasp that features a spring-loaded beacon hook system with a lift lock. You have to lift it to unlatch it, so it's actually got those two locking factors I mentioned. One is the latching system, the other is the clamshell. Note this little curve here so you can dig your nail in under the clamshell. Pop that open, look on the inside. The clasp is fully polished internally. It has the 5 millimeter snap-in, snap-out, easy link tool-free adjustment, and then inside 3 pairs of divots where you can dismount the spring bar with your strap tool and change the anchoring point of the bracelet for fit. Taking a look at the watch, you can see that the timepiece features a combination of satin and polish on the bracelet, but all polish on the case itself. With nicely tapered lugs, this is not the so-called super case. You can see there's a complexity to the curvature of the case and the lug that the more squared-off GMTs and subs don't have. We have a ceramic bezel that was new for 2016 on the steel watches, and we have PVD infill of platinum for all the characters of the tachymetric scale. Trip lock crown in steel, 3 dots, all symmetrical, tells you that. Screw down crown, trip lock, screwed in case back, oyster case, 100 meters, water resistant. The ceramic bezel is highly scratch resistant, as is the sapphire, and the watch uses 904L steel, which is a high nickel content steel Rolex calls oyster steel, that is highly resistant to corrosion in the face of certain industrial acids and, more to the point, salt, which sweat and sea water both contain. So this is a more corrosion resistant stainless steel. The watch has a white lacquer dial with black registers. You can see coronet hands as well as indices, all white gold, so they'll never tarnish or oxidize. Taking a quick look, you can see Rolex's proprietary blue chromalite lume. And then inside the case, we have caliber 4130, a Rolex bidirectional winding automatic movement, 4 hertz beat rate, 44 joules, 72-hour power reserve, stop seconds, column wheel function selector, vertical clutch engagement, the column wheel for crisp feel to your chronograph, the vertical clutch for seamless engagement. So when it starts, there's no leap, jump, or stagger to the seconds hand. Vertical clutch also lets you keep the chronograph running full time with no hazard to the watch. This was the first Rolex automatic movement to feature a ball bearing rotor system, which is a little bit more durable than the previous jeweled staff system. The watch has a full balance bridge and a free sprung balance for shock resistance, an overcoil hairspring shaped by hand for concentric breathing and isochronous operation in any physical orientation, so gravity doesn't affect it. And then that hairspring is a blue oxidized niobium zirconium alloy called Parachrom blue that makes this watch highly anti-magnetic, so water resistant, shock resistant, and anti-magnetic. The movement also features a COSC chronometer certification. Rolex cases up the chronometer certified movement and tests it in 6 positions, not 5, to run no worse than -2 + 2 seconds per 24 hours. Hence, superlative chronometer, even better than a chronometer. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details. One last quick note. With the chronograph seconds hand and the tachymetric scale, you can gauge the speed of an object, such as a race car, over a kilometer. Rolex Certified Pre-Owned watches are backed and authenticated by Rolex. Should any reconditioning be necessary, it will be to a Rolex Certified standard, and any parts invested, Rolex Factory Original. Should the initial retail box, paper, and accessory set still accompany the watch, it will be included with the sale. But no matter what, a certified pre-owned box and paper set starts with an outer box, a leatherette travel pouch with suede lining, a warranty card that embodies the 2-year globally valid Rolex-backed warranty. Note this is not a retail warranty, but backed by Rolex and actionable at any of its authorized points of sales and service. A leatherette wallet includes the warranty terms and conditions manual. A holographic hang tag marks this as a certified pre-owned Rolex watch, and a manual details Rolex's values as a company. The certified pre-owned program: care, feeding, service, and use of your Rolex, locations of points of sales and service, and details of Rolex.com. Rolex Certified Pre-Owned watches are backed only by Rolex.